So I don't know about the rest of you guys, but the one part of my shower that I absolutely dread and despise doing is shaving. And I'm sure you all probably just said it along with me because the feeling's mutual, because it's just like one of those necessary evils, like the dishes. You don't want to do it, but you have to do it. I mean, I guess you don't have to shave, but for me personally, I'm Italian. My hair grows in black, thick, and quick. So if I go more than a day or two, like 3 days or more without shaving, I'm looking like the Easter Bunny, and not in a cute, fuzzy, and cuddly kind of way, more just furry and fuzzy and grumpy, and I don't deliver baskets full of goodies on Sunday. It's not a cute look, you guys. So I have tried just about every razor, nair, home remedy, wax, sugar wax, which by the way, this still hurts, you guys. Like, it doesn't hurt as bad as just plain waxing, but it still hurts. And I was about to throw in the towel, you all, and start saving up for laser hair removal, which by the way, just for your arms is $400, just for your arms. For like, it's per area that they charge you for. It's insane. And on top of that, it's not forever. You have to go back and do upkeep. So there's like monthly plans, you guys. It's nuts. So I had just about given up when I finally discovered this magical little thing right here called an IPL device. And you guys, when I tell you that this is a life changer, well, let's just get into it. What's up, my friends, and welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Alexandra, aka the Not So Evil Stepmother, and we love researching, investigating, and reviewing all things beauty, makeup, skincare, devices, you name it. So if that sounds like something you are interested in, we would love to have you join our little community here. So by all means, hit that subscribe button. We would love to have you. Now, before I get into today's video, a couple of things. I am going to break this up into sections. So if you're looking for something in particular, definitely check the description box. I will have timestamps and what the timestamp pertains to down below. And then the second thing is, this video is in no way, shape, or form sponsored. I would never accept a sponsorship like this. With that being said, this was sent to me for free. However, I've had a lot of IPL companies and devices reach out and send me things, and I've turned a lot of them down. The reason being is because either A, they weren't the greatest company, or they didn't have the greatest reviews, or I didn't feel like their device was reputable. You know, if I was going to do something like this, I wanted to do it right, and I really wanted to do my research. This company is a newer company. They're called Love Dock, and they are an up-and-coming company, and this device is very reputable and absolutely amazing. Make sure you do your research, you guys, because there are very expensive IPLs that are junky. There are very inexpensive ones that are junky. There are very inexpensive ones that are amazing, and then there's also very expensive ones that are amazing. Also, depending on which IPL device you choose will depend on how much money you will spend, because they range between $70 and $400, you guys. Like, no joke. Look up Kinsey. Like, it's nuts. Which is another reason why I decided to go with this particular company and this device, because they definitely make beauty affordable, and they're having a sale right now. And I mean, for what you're getting in here, which we're getting ready to get into here in just a second, but yeah. And after I tested this out and realized how amazing and awesome it was, I reached back out to them and asked them for a discount code for you guys. It is not an affiliate code or link, or like I said, I'm not affiliated with them any way, shape, or form. I strictly asked for it for you guys. I will put it on the screen and down below in the description box. You're welcome to use it. I think it's an amazing deal for what you're getting, which let's go ahead and unbox this and talk about what an IPL is, what it does, the whole nine. Let's get into it. So first thing, when you open it up, the device will look like this. Yes, I've already opened this and obviously used it. I've been using it for quite some time now. So this is what the device looks like. And I'll show you guys once it's plugged in. And then you take this little top part out, and inside you will get a pair of glasses, which I definitely suggest using when you use your IPL device or any IPL device. You also get a razor, which I did not use mine, and we're going to talk about. You're probably like, razor, what? I thought this gets rid of hair. We're going to talk about it. And then you get the actual part that plugs in to the wall, and a nice little instruction manual. And then you get another tip, because not only is this an IPL device, but it is also a cooling device as well, which is amazing. Like, I haven't seen any other device like this. So once you have the cord plugged in, then you just plug it in the bottom there, and you can see the little light come on is orange, and then you are ready to turn on your device. You just hold down the power button right there, and as you can hear, little fan comes on, and it is ready to go. Now, you'll see down here on the bottom of the screen, you'll see numbers at the top. Now, that's how many flashes that you have. So I think when I got this, it was like 400,000 or over 400,000 or something. So a lot of flashes. This is definitely going to last you a while. But you also see like a temperature gauge here, and then the level indicator. So right now it's on a level 1 when you first turn it on, and you just click the power button, level 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 is the strongest level. You can also, by hitting this button and holding it down, you can make the light like continuous instead of having to click the button each time to actually flash the light. And I'm going to show you guys how this works here in a second. So before we start using this, a couple of things I do want to tell you. The first thing is, the very first time that you get this, you need to use it on a level 1 or 2. The reason being is, keep in mind, this is an IPL device. That stands for intense pulse light. So what that means is, when you turn this little thing on and flash that light, the temperature from the light is then transmitted to your hair's roots, which then damages your dermal papilla. And what that does is that slows down your hair's growth, how fast it grows, and on top of that, how dense or thick it grows. And eventually, as you continually use it, it'll just stop growing altogether, and you only got to use it like once a month, once every couple of weeks. You know what I'm saying? So that is the goal of the IPL device. Secondly, as I said, you do have to continue using it. Just like if you went and got laser hair removal or shave, there is no end-all permanent solution for hair growth that I know of that's probably not something insanely priced. So do keep that in mind. You do have to use this, and you do have to be, I don't want to say consistent, because like, you know, I use it at the beginning of the week and then over the weekend. So just twice a week, as long as you just spread it out twice a week for the first few weeks. And then after that, you only have to use it once a week, and then eventually once every couple of weeks. So the next thing that is really important to know is, you will have to shave at first, and every time you are getting ready to use this device. It is imperative. And I know you're probably thinking, so hold on, I got to shave and then use the device to not shave? Doesn't that add in an extra step? I promise, just trust me, go with it, okay? So yes, so that's why this does come with a razor. I haven't used the razor that this came with, because I have my own razor and I love it. I don't like using it, but I love it as a razor. Anyways, so you want to shave the area that you are going to do the IPL to. Make sure it's dry. Use your little device, bap, 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 which again, I'm going to show you guys here in a minute. Then when you're done, you take the tip off. As you can see, super easy. This is the cooling tip, and then watch this. This is cool. So you turn it on, and now it says cool, because it knows and recognizes the little tips. So this thing's actually pretty nifty. So it's not going to take away from your lights at all. And then you can use this to cool the area of the skin, which this thing has been amazing for my bikini area. Like, I can't even tell you guys. Like, life-changing. Like I said at the beginning, absolutely life-changing. All right, so let me show you guys how I use this thing. I'm sorry if the lights in here just got a little weird, but the sun is coming through that window, which it never does, so I don't know how to combat it. Usually there's leaves on the tree, but it's early spring, so the leaves haven't all grown yet. Anyways, so I'm going to show you guys how I use this device. So I'm going to go ahead and put the little glasses on, and I'm going to show you on my underarm. Now, I don't think, well, I don't have any hair there, but we're just going to pretend shave. Pretend, shave, shave, shave. Okay, so then, oh, we need to put the correct tip on. We are going to turn it on, and I am all the way on a 5 now, because I've been using this for quite some time. And on top of that, so you just put the device to your skin like that and push the button. And as you can see, it's just a flash of light. And you hear like little pop. You know what I'm saying? And then you just move the device down and do the next area and the next area and the next area. Yes, my hair grows from there to there under my arms usually, but I don't have any, I haven't had any for quite a few weeks now. I don't think I have anything under there either, but again, pretend shave, shave, shave. And then we're gonna do this side. So yeah, this is it, you guys. I mean, you see how fast I'm doing this. This doesn't take long at all. And I'm telling you, it is so worth it. Like so worth it. So yeah, this is all she wrote, and that's it. And then you turn it off and put your deodorant on and you're good to go. And then, like I said, this thing is amazing for your bikini area. Now, I'm just gonna be frank with you guys here for a minute. So on my bikini area on the sides, I use it on a level 5. The first few times I had to do like a 1 or a 2, but you know, if you're going like, you know, full Brazilian kind of style, you know what I mean? I wouldn't use it above like a 3 or a 4. I mean, unless you're a champ, you know what I mean? Like, and then kudos to you, girl, you do your thing. But for me personally, you know, on the sides I can use it on a 5, but in the center portion, it's more like a 3. You know what I mean? That's a gentle area. You know what I'm saying? All right. Let's get into some common questions about IPLs, at least ones that I had and I know other people have had when they look into IPLs. Of course, if you have any other ones, feel free to comment them down below and I will answer them to the best of my ability. All right, so the first one I had was, does this thing hurt? And no, it does not. As long as I said, you start off on like a 1 or a 2 the very first time you use it. And the reason being is because that's a lower intensity light and it's not, like you don't feel anything. It's just like a light flashing. As you get up into the higher intensities, like the 4 and the 5, the very first time you try to use it, which y'all are gonna do it. I tried to do it too. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do a 5. Boom. And it feels like somebody snapping you with a rubber band. That's the best way to describe it. I actually don't mind that feeling at all. So, you know, like the second time I was using a 5 on my legs, but that's everybody's different. I'm a weirdo like that. Some people like to start off on a 1 or 2 for the first couple weeks and then build up to a 3 and a 4 and then eventually a 5. Eventually you will end up at a 5 though. I'm just going to tell you. And the 5 feels like nothing to me, like nothing, except for on that precious area that we were talking about earlier. Other than there, I use a 5 everywhere else. So hopefully that answers the pain question. The next question is, can anyone use this? And the answer is no, because this does affect the melanin in the pigment of the hair follicle. So I'm going to put a scale up here on the screen, and this is the scale that they recommend that you use this. I don't make the rules, you guys. It's just, this is how IPLs work. Hopefully they can figure out technology in the future that works on everyone. But right now, it's the same with lasers and stuff too. So there's different rules. The other thing is, for me, myself, I have melasma. So this is super important. I do not use it on my face at all because this will inflame melasma wholeheartedly, especially if you have the kind that is irritated by heat, which I have. So obviously, because of how this thing works, because keep in mind, the temperature from the light transmits to your hair's roots. So for that reason, obviously, my melasma is inflamed by temperature, especially warm temperatures. So I cannot use this on my face. I have only used it on my underarms and then on my legs. Also, I have not used it on my arms because when I first got this, I had a really bad burn right here, which brings me to my next point. You do not want to use this over like cuts and burns and things like that because, you know, it's not going to do them any favors by any means, especially a burn, because again, heat, light, and you can burn yourself with this if you are not careful. So make sure you are only doing one area at a time. Don't do over an area 2 or 3 times. No, just one area and move on. That's also why they have the cooling tip, just in case you do burn yourself. As long as you use it and follow the directions, you should not have any problems at all, because it is super, super simple. But again, use it as instructed. Next question, do you need to wear sunscreen when you are using this? I personally do, but that is up to everyone and your personal preference. I feel like because this is a light and an intense pulse light, I want to use sunscreen, so that's what I do, but I put it on anyways. Like, it's just, that's part of my routine. Get out of the shower, apply sunscreen. That's also why I'm pale and pasty. So that's just me. But again, that's up to you. I would recommend it though. I recommend sunscreen in any case, however. I would also recommend, so you don't do damage to your eyes, that you wear the little glasses. You know, I mean, they're not super unfashionable. I mean, they're just plastic, you know, protectors, but they do protect you from the UV light. Next question, how often do you need to use this before you start seeing results? Everyone is different. They say that you should at least use this for 4 weeks consistently, so twice a week for 4 weeks, and then you'll start seeing results. Me personally, I saw them like the first week. Like, after I used it twice, I noticed that my hair wasn't growing back as quickly and it wasn't coming back as thick. Like, I noticed it was getting thinner. And then like after the third time I used it, I noticed that like the hairs were starting to fall out, you know what I mean? And then after, I think, what was it, like 3 weeks, I noticed my hair was like growing in like patches, you know what I mean? And then like wasn't growing in areas at all. And then after 4 weeks, now I'm only using it once a week, and I barely have like, I might have like a hair there, a hair here, or a small little place, but I'm very excited to see where I'm going to be in 6 weeks, because they say after 6 weeks, you only have to use it like once a month, you know, depending on each person and how fast your hair grows, how thick and all of that. But as long as you use it consistently, you should only have to use it once or twice a month. And I'm really excited to see that, because that's when I'm going to be smooth as a dolphin. Like, that would be my pick for a next life. Like, be a dolphin in the ocean, slick as can be, not having to shave, just playing with my ocean friends and eating salmon. You know what I'm saying? That would be like a dream. All right, so next question. Is IPL the same as laser? And the answer is no. The reason being is because it's kind of the same tactic that's used on both IPL and laser. The difference is really the lights that are used, like, and also how concentrated it is. So this is like legally what could be sold without you being a physician or dermatologist, that type of thing, that you can have in your home and use for personal use. Otherwise, you know, you got to have licenses and things like that to purchase an actual laser machine, and they are super expensive. So that is the difference between an IPL and a laser. I think this is like, you know, if you can't afford laser treatments, I feel like this is your best route. I mean, I'm just being completely honest. I am so glad that I found this and I don't have to do laser, because it's basically essentially like doing laser at home. And, you know, you only pay what, $80 for this thing, and you have it for 400,000 lights. That's a lot. I mean, I've been using this thing, I mean, consistently, you guys, for 4 or 5 weeks now. And I mean, it's only at 350, I can't even remember. It feels like I barely used it, to be completely honest. So like, I'm very excited and I'm very, very happy to have this. And I think this is a great buy and purchase. Again, as I've told you guys, Mother's Day is right around the corner, and this is definitely something different. And I think, you know, a lot of moms would like, because I mean, I love not having to shave every single time I get in the shower. Like, it is so great, you guys. Or my underarms, like, oh my God, like, I don't have to worry about what kind of shirt that I wear. It's going to be so nice for this summer. Oh, I'm so excited. You have no idea. So I personally think that, you know, this is an amazing deal, an amazing investment, totally worth it. That's my opinion on it. Each to their own. If you guys would like to pick one of these up, and I can totally vouch and tell you that Love Dock is superb. It is amazing. I love also their customer service. So, so good. So anyways, and also I think they ship everywhere to everyone. So, I'm pretty sure. Let me double check on that. But from what I saw on their website, they had it in every language. So anyways, that is all I have for you guys today. I really hope you enjoyed this video and getting a look at what an IPL is and what it does and which one I personally would recommend, you know, for a budget. And until next time, see ya.